BRC-20 tokens are making people millionaires, a true rags to riches story, and a lot of the newcomers to the BRC-20 space just don't understand this or don't get it. They just don't seem to understand how are these numbers even possible. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how these BRC-20 tokens are doing things like over 9,000x, over 800x, over 200x, so on and so forth. My community and myself were direct beneficiaries of this. I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how this is done so you could possibly find the next 9,200, 800x BRC-20 token. So without further ado, let's go bank that coin. And that just gives us a 9,833x, ladies and gentlemen. That's how people made that money. And if you're an early subscriber to the channel, you may have caught on to these things. We are benefiting immensely. I just got a few $100,000 extra in my portfolio because of this. Right there, 813x, ladies and gentlemen, for PEPE. That's how you calculate it. That's how people were turned into millionaires, okay? I'm a rich bitch! BRC-20 tokens has just turned me into a rich bitch! And your ass is still over 140x right now at those prices. If you subscribe to my channel, you benefited immensely from that. $14,900. So you have flipped $300 into $14,900 at the current price. Not even the all-time high.
Francis Dhun, Uncensored.
Welcome back to another episode of Francis Dhun Uncensored, where we do have tomorrow's newspapers today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on value-packed content like this, where we were the first channel to bring you BRC-20 tokens. We're the first channel to give our subscribers and community members over 800x with PEPE and over 280x with MEME. And I get it, a lot of people that's coming to the space right now, the BRC-20 space, do not understand how these numbers are possible. They do not even understand how to register these numbers in their heads. So I'm going to actually break that down for you guys so you could find a project on your own time that could give you similar gains. Okay, guys? So let's get right to the content, all right? So we're at BRC20.io. And in order to calculate these figures on how much extra you're going to make or how much extras people already make, the first thing you need to look at is the particular token. How much was the limit per mint along with the transaction fee, okay? And we're talking about these transaction fees over here, okay? So essentially right now, it's relatively cheap, okay? If there was a hot mint right now happening, you're going to roughly pay about $4 for that mint, okay, which is going to put you, I believe, in profits, okay? Let's break this down. So in this example for ORDI, the max mint was 1,000. That means the maximum somebody could have minted in one transaction was 1,000 units of ORDI. So the next question is, how much was that price in the transaction? Because you guys need to understand, this is not like Ethereum DeFi. This is not where you have to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who needs to then blow somebody to get you into an early stage investment or have access to early stage investments like pre-sales, okay? That's how that was. Or you had to like probably hold a project like a Launchpad's token in order for you to get access to this deal. Or you had to be a VC, a venture capitalist, in order to get access to early stage investments. That's not how this works. So, and how would you calculate those investments from the past? Well, you know how much your round A, round B, round C was, 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent. That's not how this works, okay? So now the minting of BRC-20 tokens has now democratized the average person and having access directly to the investment and removing these launch pads, removing the need to hold tokens to get into these deals, or removing the notion of knowing somebody who's highly connected, okay? That's number one. So what is your cost? Again, so your cost becomes the transaction fee, which then dictates the cost per token, okay? So let me give you a real life example. So we're looking at ORDI. Okay, ORDI is currently being traded at $17, but the all-time high was $29.51, okay? Now, in order for you to inscribe, okay, a text format, which is essentially what this inscription is, the BRC-20 is code. It's not a picture, it's not art. And why is that important? Because text, the files for texts are way less heavier or amount of data in that to carry across the blockchain than is art, right? JPEGs carry more weight, which then means it's going to have more transaction fees. So text files are much smaller, which means your transaction fee is going to be much smaller. So back at the time when you could have minted ORDI, that was giving us inscriptions of 1,000 per mint, and people will come to Unisat, and that was giving them about $3 per inscription. So how do we break down the math if the max mint was 1,000 units? That's very simple. All we're going to do now is, right, if we already know it cost us about $3 at the time to mint 1,000 ordis. So it's very simple from here. We're going to go $3, right, for the actual 1,000 inscription ordinal sent to our wallet that we inscribed at unisat.io. Okay, we're going to divide that by 1,000. And that's giving us 0.003 cents each. So 1,000 tokens back then cost us 0.003 cents for each token because our inscription only cost us $3, right? The minor fee. I hope I didn't lose you guys as yet. So if we take that figure and we saw the all-time high was about $29.50, what I'm going to do is this, $29, right? And 50 cents divided by 0.003, because that's per token. And that just gives us a 9,833x, ladies and gentlemen. That's how people made that money. Okay, I'm going to give you guys another example. Let's break this down, okay? Let's go with another example, you know. And okay, well, the price of ORDI right now is $17. What is the actual current extra on that then? It's going to be simple to calculate. So we're going to go $17.11 divided by 0.003. That's giving us still 5,000x at the current price. That's how much money people made on this, okay? And if you're an early subscriber to the channel, you may have caught on to these things. We are benefiting immensely. I just got a few $100,000 extra in my portfolio because of this. Okay, guys? So let's move on to the next one. So we got meme. So meme's all-time high, I believe it was like 800 or 900. $816, okay, guys? Exact same example over here. The only difference is meme, this is very important, the limit per mint was only 1. Now, I showed you guys a video where I was mass minting memes, meaning I could mass mint 100 copies in one transaction of memes. Okay, I showed you guys how to do that. Meme mint 1. We're going to actually mint this in bulk. Okay, so do I want 12? Do I want 9? Do I want 43? Right? No, I want motherfucking 100, bro. That's what I want. I don't know about y'all. And that 100 memes, if I times that by 800, guys, it's pretty damn crazy, right? So 100 times, let's just give it 800, equals $80,000 for that 100 memes that I mass produced in the video that I just showed you guys, okay? But let's break this down per token. So the meme, to mint meme at that time was about $3 a pop as well, okay? So let's go over to meme right here. So if I do that math on meme and I go like this, I go 300 divided by 100, basic math is $3, okay? Now we know that how meme did what? 819x divided by 3. That gives us 273x. It actually was trading over $1,000 on other exchanges. So to break things down, if you were watching my video when I showed you guys how to mass mint these tokens over here, okay, we're not even going to go by the all-time high. We're just going to go by, let's just say you did the mass mint of 100. That cost you literally, okay, $300. Your $300 has just turned into, let me do the math here, okay, and I want to get the exact figure, okay. So you got 100 memes that you mass minted that cost you $300 times the price right now of 49, okay, equals that. $14,900. So you have flipped $300 into $14,900 at the current price, not even the all-time high, okay, for meme. The all-time high for meme, let's just go like this. I already did that for you, times 800, give or take, okay. That's $80,000. Some people even flipped their $300 into $80,000 with meme. That's what we're talking about over here. That's the type of gains we're providing our subscribers, our community members, sats hunters, ordinal holders as well. That's how we do it over here. Let me share with you another example, which is PEPE BRC-20, which has very similar numbers to ORDI. So this is PEPE's chart right here, and I believe the all-time high was something around right there, $2.44, let's just call it. I believe it even went a little bit higher than that. It went something like about $2.50 somewhat cents. But just to give you guys perspective, right? So now that we know what the all-time high was, let's head on over to here and see what the max mint was. The max mint right here, PEPE, was also 1,000 units per mint. And as I just already explained, back then, to do a text inscription for 1,000 units cost us about $3. So the math behind that actually works out to be the same math for ORDI because they also have a limit per mint of 1,000 units. And back then, at the time, before, you know, the masses rushed into BRC-20, the transaction fees were lower. it was only $3 for a text inscription. So let's do the basic math behind that and see these exponential numbers, okay, again. So let's just say the all-time high, we're going to go with, what was it, $2.44, right? Divided by, we now know that per token is going to be 0.003 cents, right? Based off of that math of 3 divided by 1,000. $3 was the transaction fee and 1,000 was your units. Divide the fee by the amount of units to get the per unit cost, okay? So right here now, right there, 813x, ladies and gentlemen, for PEPE. That's how you calculate it. That's how people were turned into millionaires, okay? Now, okay, let's just do the price of PEPE right now, which is 42 cents. Still not too shabby if you ask me, especially in a freaking bear market. So let's go 0.42 divided by 0.003. And your ass is still over 140x right now at those prices. If you subscribe to my channel, you benefited immensely from that. So if you're still not really understanding this, let me give you a couple more examples. So this was a very popular mint that happened about 2-3 days ago. This is VMPX. This is Jack Levin's project, and it's currently trading at 20 cents. Now, at the time, as you can see right here, the transaction fees are going up much more. It's at pretty much at $10. This is where it comes to the point where it's not that profitable because your transaction fee dictates the cost per token you're getting, ladies and gentlemen. Can't stress that enough. There we go, $10. So at the time when we were doing the mint for this particular project, the transaction fee was roughly over here. It was $15 for priority. Maybe right now there's a mint happening and people are trying to mint that and front run others. That's why the price keeps on going up, which is what I'm led to believe. But at the time for VMPX, we were minting at $15, and I believe their max mint was 420 at a time. So let's figure out the math on that, right? So if it was $15, it was the average mint cost for the transaction fee. We want to now divide that by 420 because that was the max mint we could have got. So $15, right, which was the average of the transaction fee for VMPX, and we want to divide that now by 420 to give us the average price. We're getting about 0.035 cents is what that averaged out to for most people, okay? So if that's the average and we got VMPX trading right now at 20 cents, we're not looking at no mega gain, but let's just do that math and just see. Divided by 0.035. That's still a 5.7x. But we're not talking about, that didn't really do nothing significant, at least for now, like the others did, the earlier adopters did, okay? So once again, guys, it all comes down to your transaction fee. If you can find a BRC-20 token that's being minted when the transaction fees are low, chances are you're going to be in extreme profits compared to if the transaction fees get to like above $8, $9, $10. It's almost like shit. That's really cutting into your profits. I hope this video really helped you guys, understand how everything works. And, also I want to mention, yeah, you could sell too, right? There's marketplaces over here like Unisat that you could sell. It's pretty damn liquid, guys. So I hope you really kind of understand now how the calculations work, why the transaction fee is important, right? Because that's going to dictate your price per token. I hope I broke things down for you. I hope this makes sense to you so you could go ahead and implement these tactics on your own time to give yourself something like a nice 1000x gains, because I truly believe the best is still yet to come. It's going to be hard to beat ORDI. It's going to be hard to beat ORDI, but we're going to see a lot more 100x's, a lot more even, 500x's in the space. But the market has changed, and I know where the market's going. And if you want to know where the market's going, come join me in my Discord chat below. I'll leave that in the form of a pinned message and also in the description box so you can have access to that. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than, till the next video, you're on your own. Either
Francis Dhun, uncensored.